Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. I'm going to be playing the Long Poison deck. So far, on recordings, this deck has gone undefeated. Will it continue to go undefeated? I guess we will find out. I really hope so. I love it when that stuff happens. Just looking at my opponent's deck box, it looks like we might be going up against Mew Vmax, which will be a difficult match, especially if they're playing the Fusion Strike engine, or the Fusion Strike Energy version. Lots of words. Where I believe they can't be poisoned. So that is exactly why we play Temple of Sinnoh. So we will have to try to win the Stadium War. And I honestly don't know how many stadiums Mew Vmax players are playing nowadays. Or I could be completely wrong about the deck. Oh, we are starting Squawkabilly EX. That's not a great starting Pokemon. I mean, it kind of is because, like, it lets you use the Squawk and Seize, I think, ability, which lets you discard your hand and draw 6 cards so we can find more stuff easier. But it's a 2-prizer with only 160 HP sitting out in the active spot, which is just not great for us, right? So our opponent got 2 Genesect off 1 Battle VIP pass. Wow. There's just so much going on here. Yeah. What are they grabbing with their V-Star power? Is that the Forest Seal Stone? Not Earth and not Sky. I think it's Forest. 1 card. Who knows what is? Possibly another Battle VIP pass. Is it another Battle VIP pass? Or is it the Genesect V that they just played down? It'd be weird if it's just the Genesect, but I get it too. So let's see. Okay, so it is our turn. We get a second Gutsy Pickaxe. Not really going to help us out, but let's see what's prized. A heck of a lot's prized. We've got 3 Pokemon prized. Okay, the trainers aren't terrible. The Penny is kind of too bad, because that means we can't get the Squawkabilly out of the active, or out of the game, really. We get Iono, okay. Another Gutsy Pickaxe. We get another Glimmet, okay. That's not great. Not terrible, I guess. We can switch into this Glimmet. Then we can Squawkabilly. No, we're going to Ultra Ball first. If we're going to discard cards, we might as well grab Bidoof with that, right? Play down Bidoof. Now we Squawkabilly. Draw 6 cards from an empty hand. Ooh, those are some good 6 cards. And it just keeps getting better. Nest Ball. We will grab Hisuian, Sneasler. And I don't even want to play Bruno. This is too good of a hand. We're just going to Ascension up. Grab a Glimmora. And we're going to Ascension up so that Shattering Crystal ability can take effect next turn if they knock us out, which they most likely will. I was a little confused why they didn't play an energy, though, so who knows. But if they do knock us out, that ability will at least give us a chance to not give them a prize. That is my hope. Lost Vacuum coming down to remove its own tool. Probably just emptying out hand space. I get it. That's 2 cards from their hand gone. They've got 4 cards left in hand. What are they going to do with them? That is a big question that I have for them. They just retreat. Holy cow. Oh, switch card. Okay. They go back into Mew. Just wasting more cards. Okay. Interesting, but okay. So they can draw 1 card? I mean, they might as well, but is that really what you're going for? Just that 1 card? No, Boss's Order's coming down. Where are they going after? Squawkabilly, probably. Right? Everything has 1 retreat cost currently. Radiant, Hisuian, Sneasler. That's a good choice. That's a darn good choice. Holy cow. Because if they get this KO, that's going to be rough for us. That's going to slow down a lot of what we do here. going for another Genesect, not another Mew. I find that interesting, but that does do a lot for them. Here, they'll be probably going for a Mew Vmax, I would imagine. Yep, I was right. Now they just need the double turbo energy, and they should be real good to go off. If this is the Fusion Strike Energy version, then they'll need an Alyssa Sparkle, which they can't play because they play Boss. So there's that going on right now. They've got 2 more Genesects. They got another Mew V down so they can draw a bit more with those Genesects. But, like, are they just hunting for a double turbo, or are they hunting for those Fusion Strike energies? I do hope it's the Fusion Strike energies. That gives us a lot more to work with. Power tablets coming down, they won't be important this match. Nothing in my deck has more than 190 HP, which is usually what they do with the double turbo energy. So they used, there it is, double turbo. They're going to get this KO. That's going to elongate all the KOs that we are going to try to get. We only need 2, which is kind of handy, but to do 320, I guess, let me quickly do the math. Yeah, that adds on like an extra 2 turns. That's really bad. That is really bad for us. So it's both. It is both a Fusion Strike and a double turbo version. That's, wow. Okay. This is going to be a lot to work through here. So I'm trying to figure out the best strategy. And it's very difficult with Mew Vmax to figure out the best strategy for this. Because, like, if I try to boss up a Genesect and stall with it, it's going to be so easy. They just need a switch card in order to get out of that. And without a Hisuian Sneasler, Radiant Hisuian Sneasler, it's going to take so much longer to get that KO that it's just not worth it, in my opinion. I could be wrong about that, but in my opinion, that's how I see that. So we're going to play down that Glimmora, we're going to play down that Fighting Energy, Temple of Sinnoh, of course, and we're going to Bruno. So this does make it a little bit more difficult for my opponent, as their double turbo has been turned off. And let's see, we can Ultra Ball, Iono, Pokégear for Skwovet. We'll play down Skwovet. And I'm just going to poison because I want to hold on to those Brunos, although I could at least Bibarel up. Okay. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. If they get rid of our Temple, we can play down another Temple, and that can really mess them up. So 60 damage, they have 250 HP left. Again, it'll be 4 Pokemon checkups, and they will be 10 damage short on getting that KO. So, like, that's a lot to wait for. 4 Pokemon checkups is 2 of their turns. So, into our turn is 1, into their turns 2, into our turns 3, into their turns 4. We have to go through 2 of their turns and them not retreat, which is something that Mew Vmax can do super easily. Oh man. Although they discard 1 path to the peak. They play down 1 path to the peak just so they can use double turbo energy. So that's interesting. At least they are set up right now, because now they just need 1 energy per Mew and they're good. They're golden with Temple. So heads, beautiful. That's what we want to see. We want to see more of that. Give me more of that. All right, Glimmora into the active. We're going to poison this Mew Vmax. So this is going to be a long game. But hey, it's what we play, right? I'm going Radiant Hisuian Sneasler. I don't think I need the extra energy. I think I need that Sneasler boy. We'll play that. We will go ahead and Bruno. We get Glimmora, which is nice. But we also get Nest Ball, which will let us get that Radiant Sneasler back in the game. Beautiful. I got this Super Rod that I kind of want to save onto. But we're going to poison this Mew Vmax. right? And so now we're doing 80, and that's a lot better for us. Like, if this Mew Vmax did not get out of the active, it would only be 3 Pokemon checkups until it's KO'd. So that's going to be, because it can constantly switch between their 2 Mews, that's going to be 3 turns of poison that we need to do. So yeah, that's interesting. I just want to confirm. Prevents all effects of your opponent's abilities. Oh, okay, so we're playing Temple of Sinnoh for other reasons, I guess. Okay, so Mew Vmax comes into the active. They have 2 energy. They no longer need to get rid of the Temple of Sinnoh, and they can just keep on attacking. Now, this one had 250, so that's still 4 turns of poison. That's 7 turns in total of poison that we need, and they have 5 prize cards remaining. So we need to hit heads 2 times, maybe even 3, on Shattering Crystal. We've already hit it once, but we need to hit 2 or 3 more times. So that's going to be difficult. That's going to be very difficult to do. But only 2 Mew Vmaxes to KO. You know, that is the benefit of playing against Mew Vmaxes. If you don't know what I'm talking about, why that would be a benefit, check out my video on the prize race. Alright, so Ultra Ball, what could they be grabbing with Ultra Ball? Another Mew, but they don't have the space. When they do have the space, that's going to be the difficult part. By then, hopefully, one of these Mews that's on the bench is, like, just a boss away, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm hoping for here. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they're just going to attack. That's what they gotta do. That's what they should do. 190, yep. Come on, heads. Heads, beautiful. 1 or 2 more times. That's it. That is so much better. Although I don't know if we have enough recovery for that to get to that point. I mean, maybe Squawkabilly EX's attack will actually matter, you know? That would be scary if that happened. I don't want to be in that future. 20 damage being the main difference from a 2 prizer would be frightening to me. Holy cow. And we're going to go ahead and Bruno. So I think the key here for me is to not use boss's orders that much. Refusing to use boss's orders so that the Path to the Peak affects Radiant Hisuian Sneasler. I always forget that. If I can hold on to the boss's orders as long as possible, that would really help my situation. Because I need to get these 2 Mews down as low as possible before I take a KO. And that way I can KO, you know, the correct one, if that makes sense. So I can, like, KO one, and then the other one they, like, try to keep on the bench so I don't KO it immediately, but then I can boss and KO it, sort of thing. I do play 2 boss in the deck. And I'm pretty sure we saw that the fact that none of our bosses are prized, so that's pretty cool. We've got Skwovet and Bibarel. My biggest worry is that they're going to boss up Squawkabilly, and they're going to take 2 prizes before I can get Penny. And that is a legitimate worry of mine, because if they do that, that's going to hurt my prize race here. So, yeah, they're just going to continue swapping. That's going to be so difficult to deal with. Holy cow. Oh, man. Okay. So I don't know if my numbers I've stated before were actually true on how many heads I have to flip. Okay. Glimmet into the active. Glimmora, nice. Got that right there. We can Iono. It'll give them 2 extra cards, but it also gives us more cards. So we get Glimmet. Cool, cool, cool. We can attach an energy to that Glimmet. Cool. We can then Skwovet. Push all those away. We get Glimmora. That's cool. Next turn we'll have our evolution that we need. Draw up. We get Super Rod. We can mix back in our Glimmet and Glimmora. I like that. I think that is it for Super Rod now. So we've got 4 Glimmora and Glimmet to go through. Don't we have one prized? We need to grab a prize within 3 KOs. Or 3 of our KOs. Of us being KO'd. It's confusing, I know, but... yeah, 170, 190. This one is way more likely to be KO'd first, but it's going to be difficult, that's for sure. For 170... okay, so for that one to be closer to being KO'd, I have to do nothing. Okay. Okay, and that's going to take 3 turns, so I'm going to have to boss that up. Man, I really don't see a way to win this. That's really bad. I don't see a way to win this. I don't think I'm going to win. Maybe. This is just too much for... oh, and they're going to start lost sitting, or that doesn't really matter. We've already used all of our super rods. We weren't going to recover anything anyways. Oh, jeez. Okay. So, if I boss up this Mew, right, it'll be 3 turns. I need it in the active for 3 turns before I can get another Glimmet, and that will lead to another Glimmora. Those 3 turns will equate to 3 more being KO'd. So yeah, I just don't see this being a winning strategy. I mean, right now, what do? I start loading energy on Bibarel and attack with that? Because I've got nothing else to attack with. And that might be the frickin' solution. How scary is that? Yeah, that's not a great attacker. I don't know what else to do. I'm going to Skwovet. Nest Dash. See a Temple of Sinnoh. We're going to throw that down. Then we're going to Bibarel. That gets us Glimmora and a Nest Ball. There we go. Whew. We got another Glimmet. We can Pal Pad stuff back into the deck. But there's really nothing to Pal Pad. Nothing that I really want. So I'm just going to Poison Petal. Deal 80 damage, so that's good. It's good that I can get the 80 damage with the Radiant Hisuian Sneasler again. But this is my last Glimmet. The one on the bench is my last Glimmet. The other one's in the Lost Zone right now and underneath the active. So I can get this KO. I can get this KO with my other... No. No, I can't. I cannot get a single KO. Dang. Okay. So, what else can I do? What other opportunities do I have? Ideal. 80 more damage, that is 30 HP. It would be a coin flip on the Bidoof. Where are they bossing? The Squawkabilly? The Squawkabilly makes sense. They are bossing the Squawkabilly. That buys me a turn. That buys me a turn. It loses me 2 prizes. I'm not 100% if I can win this race, but that buys me a turn. Buys me like 3 more turns, actually. But holy cow, did that bring us back into the race here? I doubt it, but that would be intense if it did, right? That would be so exciting. Do I play down the Bidoof? Yes or no? It's not like I've got anything else to play down. Yeah, we'll Skwovet. So we do 80. That brings that down to 90, which isn't great for us. But it's not terrible either. I can boss up. Do I want... I've got 2 bosses. But is that worth it? Yeah, I think so. I think it's what I have to do. I don't think I really have much of a choice. I gotta burn my bosses now, which will probably mean I lose this in the long run. But, you know. Poison Petals. So they're just going to retreat into the other Mew and attack. Most likely. Unless they mess up completely and just attack. That would be beautiful. That would for sure give us the win, right? Cleansing Glove there. The Mew matchup is the reason why I wanted to play the Muck that increases their retreat cost by 1 if they're poisoned, because then this situation would be slightly more difficult for them. Not too much more difficult, but slightly. And I like that aspect of it. Yeah. So they have no more Fusion Strike energy. If only I could have played, like, some Disruption, you know? Like, if I could have found some space for some Disruption, even Crushing Hammers would be pretty big right now. They've got to retreat. They've got it, right? They can't make that mistake, right? Right? What's going on? Oh! What? No. What? No. What? Oh, and we flip heads, so they're just not getting any closer to getting the win. We are now tied for prizes. That's pretty funny. In my opinion, that's pretty funny. How many turns does this Mew need to be poisoned? Beautiful. There's the Glimmet. The Penny's a little late, but that doesn't really matter. It needs to be poisoned for 3 more turns. So we play that down. We've got that. We boss up the Mew. We Pal Pad the boss's orders back into the deck so we can get this Mew. Poison Petals. This is a tough... If we win this, this is going to be insane. Oh, come on. I don't know what they can do to stop us. That could do it. Okay, so that means they're going to have 10 HP left. That's going to lower it by 20. We have to go Bidoof, and we have to flip heads with Bidoof. That's how we have to win this. That's crazy. Because next turn, we can Glimmet, but they don't have an attacker. They don't have an attacker ready. They would have to retreat into the Genesect, then switch back into the Mew. They just filled up their bench. And who are they going to attack with right now, right? Okay, so they are retreating. Then what? Do they have the switch? They've got a lot more draw, but only 5 cards left in the deck. We have extended this match so long. They are running low on cards. They have 2 cards left in the deck. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Ugh. This is driving me crazy. Cramomatic. Why Cramomatic? Bibarel BRS is a waste. Sure, they're going for the switch. That's what they're going for, right? So they can draw their last 2 cards, but that's it. Then they lose. Do they have any way to shuffle cards into the discard pile? I hope not. Oh, come on. Oh, man, this is intense. This is so crazy. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Escape Rope. Ooh, I have to sacrifice something. How much HP do they have left? 90. Do I sacrifice the Radiant Hisuian Sneasler? I think I do. Because 60 and 60 will be enough for this KO. Holy cow. Holy cow. They're judging us. That's a pretty good move, but not great. Sorry. I think we did pretty good here. We got boss's orders. I just need nothing. We win! Long Poison is undefeated. Holy cow, this match was intense. It was so insane. I have no idea how we did it. Holy cow. My opponent did everything they could. But honestly, I think it came down to their deck size was 0, right? I don't think they shuffled anything back into the deck. Well, that's why they did Judge. But that would have just been 1 card back in the deck, and they needed 3 prizes. 3 prizes! Because we flipped heads so much with the Shattering Crystals, it extended the game so long that Mew just drew out of their deck. That was insane! Oh, what a match to end this week on. Taking down Mew Vmax. We took down so many great decks. This was a fantastic week. I hope you guys enjoyed this week as much as I did, because this was a blast. I loved it. Thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and like this video. Subscribe to the channel to see what crazy deck I come up with next week. And whatever discussion video or whatever video I do tomorrow. And join the Discord, you know, to just hang out, check out decks I'm making, and talk to some really cool people. And of course, until next time, keep playing Jank.